Alright, so if you follow the channel for a bit, you'll know I've done a swing speed series where I've been trying to gain as much speed as I can, and in my garage I've been doing that with my irons. But I want to have a look at the yardages and see that I'm actually hitting it further. So I'm going to have a look at the iron numbers, see how far I'm hitting it, compare them to what I was at before, and then I want to make sure that I'm actually hitting it to specific targets as well. So I'll test myself at the end with a trackman test. Got the usual warm up with the TRS. Usual duff to start with. It's not a usual TRS actually. The green one, after my TRS video a couple of weeks ago, which I'll link up here. I get that right every time now because it's glove hand. Liam sent me this just out of the blue, just out of the green. Very much a green theme because I've got green TRS, green hat, just hitting things. So once I'm ready to go, I'm just going to hit a few. I'm not going to hit every iron in the bag. I'll just go through 9 iron, 7 iron, 5 iron, have a look at those yardages and see how they compare. Couple of fullies and we're ready to go. Ow! Oh, inside of the foot. It's a new garage rule I've got, always finish the warm up with a volley, but top of the foot, not the inside. There you go. Right, we're going to start with 9 iron, a very shiny 9 iron. And this is all carry yardages. And last time out, this was 152 yards was what I was hitting it. I'll link that video up here as well, glove hand again. That's like the Jamie Donaldson point when he won the Ryder Cup. Point of doom. Yeah, 152. So anything above that would be sound. So just going to hit enough so that I've got about 4 solid shots, like 4 good strikes. That should give us the data I need. Just something I'm conscious of in my swing, and this affects speed massively for me, is my bad move as I get here, an arms lift. So I stop rotating and arms lift. So I'm really focusing on getting left arm more across my chest. That gives me more depth. Here means a bigger, deeper rotation for me. I feel like I can get more speed, but gets me on a better path for that club to go left as well, which keeps the club face stable, which hits it closer. That's good. Little volley as well to finish. Little volley. Yeah, it's lovely that. There's a thing to be said to look at your average, so you know your average yardage, but I want to know what my good ones are, like my maximum carry for on-course play, just because I think that gives me a better basis to make good decisions on the course. I'll explain that in a little bit. The 4 good shots there, 163.7 yards, 161.4, 160.8, and 161.3. You know what the good thing with that is? They're all within 15 feet as well, so dispersion's really good. That's a big gain, that, with 9 iron. So I was 152 before, and now I'm looking at 162 now. That's a 10-yard gain with 9 iron. I'm made up. Give us a smile, Al, because I am made up. I love this work, you know. I love it when I can see progress. And the last few videos, like I've seen it with my speed being built, and I've seen it here with matching that into the yardage. I've still got work to do because I think a couple of them still launched a little high, so if I was into wind, I may be sort of struggling trying to control that trajectory. That's ongoing work, but just in terms of that maximum yardage I can hit 9 iron, playing yardage, not like swinging it and falling over, a hard 9 iron, knowing that it goes 162, that's a big jump for me. It's a bonus. That is a relief, actually. Right, let's have a look at 7 iron. Last time out with 7 iron was 175. Judging on the 9 iron was a 10-yard gain. This should be going 185, but that's a big ask. So I think anything over 180, I think, with 7 iron, that'd be pretty solid, that. Ooh. What was that noise? No, no. That one won't be paying any attention to. That's actually alright. Thin it to win it, they say. Ridiculous statement, that, innit? Thin it to win it. Clearly not. If you're thinning it, you're losing. Not just talking about my bad moves here, by the way, but part of my bad move is that left hip not opening up enough, but I think I'm a bit limited in that left hip. I've been doing quite a lot of running recently. I'm training for a challenge actually, which I'll tell you about, but yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of running, and when I stretch, so when I've done my run, I'll do like the hip flexor stretch like that, and I can grab my left foot quite easily, stretch it, push that hip, that's fine. But if I swap over and I go left, like, that is so much harder to do, and I nearly fall over every time. Oh, and it's so much tighter. And when I get to the top and if I do that, I can feel a big stretch down that left hip flexor, so I feel like I need to increase that mobility there, which would help me get more speed, I think. I think we've got enough. Always slam your glove down, be aggressive. Got loads of garage rules, and that's one of them. Always volley at the end of a warm-up, always slam your glove down and be aggressive. They're the only rules I've got at the moment. If you can think of any other garage rules, let me know. Got myself a seat, haven't I? My gym ball, which you can just bounce up and down on as well. There's like an added bonus. But that could burst, so let's stop that. So me running challenge I said I was doing, just to quickly go over that, it's a 4x4 by 48 challenge. So 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. I mean, why? Don't know. I'm reading a book by David Goggins, who is an ex-Navy SEAL, and it's his challenge that he does. I'm not an ex-Navy SEAL, and I don't like running, and I've hardly done it for about 15 years, so strange decision, but I wanted something that's just going to really mentally test me. Like, give me a goal to work towards so that I can train and make myself accountable for the training. Knowing that I could actually achieve it, set out to do something and something that's completely out of my comfort zone, I think can help alongside golf in kind of making myself mentally tougher, that I know I can actually achieve things when basically I'm not that comfortable doing it, which in the past is something that I've felt a lot on the golf course. Certainly when I've been in contention, sometimes I've not been comfortable. I don't think anyone's really that comfortable, but there's a difference in kind of being uncomfortable but still operating in the way you want to, and I think that's something that I've not done in the past. Yeah, that's me running challenge. Onto my 7-iron yardages. So they were good. Again, I'm definitely gaining yardage, which is brilliant. So the 4 solid shots I've hit there. 185.6 yards. That went 16 feet away, so a good shot. 183.9 yards. 28 feet away, which is not bad. 183.7 yards, 18 feet 6 inches away. And 181.5 yards, which went 4 feet 4 inches away, so that was a great shot to finish. So we're looking at 183 yards there with 7-iron. Now that's, what, 8-yard gain from where I was? They're big jumps then. You know, that's like almost a club difference. And the whole point of doing this is why I'm looking just specific carry numbers and my maximum number. It's because, one, I think it's the most important figure to know how your carry numbers are rather than your total distance, just because conditions change all the time. Greens are softer, firmer, you know, knowing where it's going to land is the most important thing. But if I know what my maximum yardage is, making decisions on the golf course becomes much easier. Because if you think of, I've got a pin at the back of a green and you can't go long and that pin's 185 yards, I now know that my really good 7-iron, that's the maximum, and I hit 183 yards as my full out 7-iron, so I can commit to that shot knowing I'm not going long. If I don't quite get my best one, it might go 180, it's middle of the green, not an issue. Same thing works the other way. If there's a pin at the front that you've got to carry, you know, over water front of the green, and you know what your maximum number is, you can make a club selection based on that so much easier. And also, if I can use one less club, so now I'm hitting 7-iron from in the past I would have been hitting 6-iron, I feel like I can hit it closer with 7-iron, so it's definitely worthwhile gaining the distance. I mean, we'll see when I do the trackman test. Hopefully that kind of proves my point, but it's actually really relieving. That doesn't sound right, does it? Sounds like I've wet myself. It's really, it is a relief to see that I've gained yardage along with the speed. We've still got to get into 5-iron and see how far I hit 5-iron and then do the trackman test, but so far, always have a fist bump in there. So 5-iron, I'll be looking around about the 205 mark. I mean, before I was hitting it like 190, but it was like, it wasn't making any sense. To be honest with you, I've actually changed the club since then. They're just new heads, same type of head, but new heads. And I've gone KBS Tour 130X. People actually noticed that I changed my shafts because they were C-tapers before, like proper Hawkeyes, fair play. Like, amazing to actually notice, and people had asked me to change, so yeah, that's what I've gone to. Wow. No. Lying. That was very nice, that. You know what, I watched a video back, the one from West Lancs, when I did the 18, I'll link him up there as well, glove hand, Jamie Donaldson, Point of Doom. I'd said in that, I found something on the range before I went out to play, and it was like, I was feeling like I was just moving up a bit through impact, and I think that gives me a bit more room, or the feeling of a bit more room through the strike, and I was hitting that day like irons pretty much down the flags, kind of feeling that now, and I think it's helping. It is helping. Feel like I'm swinging it good. I always feel awkward saying that. Feel awkward saying I'm swinging it good. Why do I feel awkward? I've always struggled a little bit with that, in sort of probably a bit of self-belief and not being cocky, but like proclaiming that I'm actually pretty good. Do you know what I mean? I've always sort of made a bit of a joke of my golf, trying to sort of, I don't know if it's self-preservation or something, but yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with actually saying, yeah, I'm swinging it good, it feels good. That's the only way to gain confidence, really, so let's say I'm pretty confident about this year. No. Just when you say you're swinging it good, you fat it. No! Didn't pick it up. This is why you should never proclaim that you're good at golf, because golf just hears you and it goes, no, 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 you're not. It's better. Follow the rules. That wasn't good, no. By the fingers. Looking at bang on 210 with 5 iron, so longer than I expected. Be interesting when I get out on the range, I can do a proper gapping session with the irons and make sure that the distances between them are great, because there's no good hitting 6 iron 190 and then 5 iron 20 yards further, because you're always missing out a club then. So when I get out on the course, I'll do that. But yeah, definitely gain distance. That's basically the theme of the video, is I've gained distance to go with the speed. But I feel like I've got it under good control as well. I feel like it's not spraying all over the place. So you look at these shots, 6'4" away from 210, 7'8" away, 40 feet. All right, but from 210, 40 feet, it's not disaster. As long as it's the right side of the pin, so it still hits the green. And one went 206 and it was 22 feet away. So they're all good shots, you know, dispersion-wise, not hitting them off the planet. So it kind of shows the technical work I've done alongside the speed work has been working. So the volley stats, ball speed on the volley stats, 24.3 mile an hour. 41 launch angle on my volley, that's quite high. 12.8 yard carry. It's a pretty decent strike, it's only like a little chippy one. You know what I mean, like a lob. Oh, see me at her? Lob the goalkeeper 5'6" away, so that's probably the best information we're going to get today. It's all about the volley stats. Yeah, we're looking at 9 iron, 162 now. 7 iron, 183. I've forgotten already. Was it 162 with 9 iron? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? 10 yard gain. So that's massive, that, for me. The gains in speed transferring into that distance. I'll do the trackman test, and hopefully that means the numbers it tosses out at me means I can actually hit less club and maybe score better, and my trackman handicap might be as low as I can get it. I'm very optimistic. What is going on here? That's a joke. That is a joke. That is a joke, that. I've just hit 2 shots in a row that have gone to 0 inches. I think I'll just quit golf now. Actually, I'll just quit on that high. Thanks for watching. I'm off.